Silly me. Silly me. I had myself muted, but hello, how is everybody today? Thank you for coming to another one of my streams. I am feeling a lot better than I felt on, what was it, Thursday? I was struggling. Thursday was a real struggle bus, but I'm feeling a lot better. And today we're gonna make some beautiful things, just like always. Gonna make some regular canvases this time, not magnet canvases like we did last week. You can see those in the corner of your screen. But I think those turned out really well, and I hope somebody gets them someday soon, because I think they looked good on my fridge, so I know they'd look good on someone else's fridge, holding up other precious moments or memories or to-do lists or things like that. And those are available on my site, the magnet paintings that we made last week. They are currently available, so you guys can go and check those out. And June is my birthday month. My birthday is near the end of the month, but for the entire month I am celebrating, and I'm having a big sale on my website. You guys can get my prints, whether it's prints of watercolor paintings, text portraits, digital paintings. You guys can get prints of those for 29% off. Just use the code HAPPY29 at checkout. And if you are unfamiliar with my text portraits, here are some that I keep handy. These are some anime ones. I don't just have anime ones, but here's Goku, Mikasa, and Eren from Attack on Titan, and then here is Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So if you guys want to check those out, check out the prints that I have, go to tinastextportraits.com/prints, and if you guys want to get some prints, use HAPPY29 at checkout. It's a little gift to you guys for all the love and support I've gotten from all the years. So yeah, if you guys want any of my prints, you can get them for 29% off, and those are available in 5x7 or 11x17. So like this big. This is blank, but like this big. Either this big or the small ones that I had. But anyway, goodness gracious. I said I was feeling better, didn't say I was totally great. But today, I figured I'd do some seasonal paintings. And I figured maybe try to do like the same scene in like different times of the year. So that's the idea for today. I might switch it up and do something different, but that was the idea that I had in my head when I pressed record. So yeah, we're gonna try that out. So first things first, let's start with winter. I'm gonna get something that I can make throughout the seasons. So oh, maybe like a cabin on a lake. Yeah. Because in that way it'll look good throughout the yeah. It's gonna be annoying painting the same cabin over and over again, but you know, it might not be. Okay, so I have some references in front of me, so let's kick this pig. Let's punt this football. Let's slice this bread. Butter these rolls. Just starting off with some, what is this? Brilliant blue and some black. Gonna come in with some cerulean to lighten up parts of the sky. It's a little brighter. Gonna get a little bit of white and get some, yeah, that's a little better. I'm definitely gonna need some more shades of brown to do this, but trying to make a general outline for where I want the lake to be. The water's there. And I do want to lighten up the sky a tad bit. It seems pretty dark still. And it's not necessarily nighttime. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of a sunset, sunrise thing going on. I don't know. There's like sun in the distance, basically. But as of right now, it's just a bit too dark. I feel like my brush has lost some moisture. So, I wetted it. Just gonna apply a little bit more light on the left side. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. I'm gonna take a little sip of tea. Continue on with my life. And I'm like, is a mountain in the background? You guys know how I feel about mountains, right? Right. I love them. It's like a whole mountain range, honestly. I'm gonna switch to a smaller angled brush. Well, looks like there's some paint chunks stuck at the tip of it. Let me try and get that out. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, it started as soon as I said it stopped. Okay, I guess it's just trying to prove me wrong. That's great. Computer's working against you. Okay. I think that's better. It's better. Let this be a lesson to you all. Wash your brushes. If you don't wash your brushes, then they'll get ruined. Gotta wash your brushes. Gonna get in right in this corner, make it a little bit brighter. Then get some of the darker snow color. Sorry. And then I will go in with a smaller brush and just do some fine detailing. And there is like a some pretty big clouds around. And there is like the sun over here. Just trying to make it a little bit brighter. Okay, I don't want to spend forever on this mountain because there is other things that need to happen in this piece. Okay, so There are like a bunch of trees that you can see in the background. Some good tea. It's like a peach flavor. It's really good. Need some more blue in this mixture. I'll bring the camera a little closer to you guys so there we go. Adding in some more trees, or rather tree-shaped structures. Gonna get some snow over there. Some trees and stuff on this side of the lake or river. Just putting in some shadow color snow. And there are some trees over on the other side. I mean, there's trees everywhere. It's like a forest, man. Just making some general lines so I don't forget to add trees to those spots later. Going to get my fan brush, because I'm a fan of using it. Okay, adding some trees to the other side. Getting some white for some snow. Oh dang, that, oh dang, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. Okay. We have all this, so not even our cabin yet. Okay, I'm gonna blow dry this. Yeah, I spent way too much time on the background details. Ah! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and jump this into overdrive if I want to paint the same scene again in a different season. Because that was the original plan. But you know what they say about plans. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Why is that like the only story I ever think about from like middle school English or junior high English classes? Okay, so cabin's coming along pretty decently. I'm not gonna spend forever on it. Just wanna kind of have the generic, I don't wanna say generic, but I just wanna have like the feel of what's going on in it. Yellow down. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying my best to work on this fast, but I picked an image that had way too much going on. Or at least I've been doing too much of the image, I guess you could say. I'm recovering. I'm mostly there. I'm mostly good. Still a little bit of congestion, like in my nose, and in my throat. But otherwise, I'm feeling a lot better than last week. How are you doing today? Just chilling? Chilling is nice. Get some light over here for some side windows. Put some snow down near the door. Okay. So, have the basics of a cabin. I'm not in love with the stairs. It kind of looks like a ramp right now, but, you know, it is what it is. That snow should still be a little bit in shadow, so I'm gonna add some blue to it. I'm gonna add some rocks real quick, then cover them with snow. And then we'll move on to the spring version of this. I feel like there maybe should be a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. I just felt like the cabin was too close to the water. I'll do a couple of snowflakes. Alright, and we have our winter cabin. Now it's time for the spring. Get a little bit of sun in there, a little bit of yellow just to warm it up a little bit. Where do I find the small canvases? I get them from a store called Michael's. You can also find them at like Hobby Lobbies or like a Blick Art Materials. But I usually get them from Michael's. And at Michael's you can get them in bulk. So they sell like 72 in like a bulk pack. So I'll usually get like 1 or 2 bulk packs at a time, and then use those as I stream. Okay. I'm not going to spend as much time on the mountains as I did with the first one, because that took way too much of my the first hour. A little bit more blue. Might have to switch to a different, yeah, I'm gonna switch to a different angled brush. So I can get the mountaintops shaped just a little bit differently. Hey, Richard. These. I'm comparing the peaks to make sure that the mountains are relatively the same height and shape. Okay, I think it's... I think this is a decent replica of what those mountains are. We might add some more snow on top of the mountain later on. I don't know. But I'm moving on to the trees. I'm making the same scene, but in different seasons. So I start off with winter, then gonna go into spring, and then summer, and then fall. If I can paint fast enough, that is. Within the 2-hour time span that I give myself. Hello, Katrina. I'm not freezing you. It's just, you know. I appreciate you being here the whole time, Mistletoe. It's just not gonna be a beach today. It's not freezing. It'll be warm and summery next. It's just, not gonna be 90 degrees in any of my paintings today. So I've made a bunch of just like impromptu tree trunks, so I know how to like lay the leaves and stuff, and it's not just like a blob, but it's just something that I do so that I can be more mindful and more purposeful in my brush strokes. It's not something that you have to do, it's just something that's just a good reminder for me. I've never done a split painting. I've seen other people do it, and it is something I'd like to do. I've thought about it though. I've thought about it a lot. Anytime I think about doing a split painting, I kind of just end up doing something similar to this, where it's the same thing, just in different parts or in different seasons. Because there was what did I do? I had did like a mountain range and like it was a very simple image. It was like a mountain range and like a river, like the mountain went like basic triangle shape, and then there was like a river like coming and like getting bigger towards you, and then like vegetation on either side of the river. And I had did that throughout different times of the day instead of throughout the year. That was something I had enjoyed doing. But originally I had thought to do that as a split canvas. If I did do a split one, I don't think I'd do it on something this small. I would probably, I'd probably go bigger. I'd probably do something like a 6x6 or like an 8x10. It'd be insane to do it on a 2-inch one. Then again, it would be really, really cool. And it's not like I haven't done ambitious things on a 2-inch canvas before. When I was at Comic-Con, I had a sign that, you know, was like custom mini paintings for this price, and someone had asked me to do someone that I know and I've seen at Comic-Con quite a bit, asked me if I could paint a portrait of him on a 2-inch canvas, and I was like, I've never done it before, but we can try. I can try. And then I did do it, and then I had texted him when it was ready, and he was very happy with the results. So I do ambitious things sometimes on 2-inch ones, so maybe that's something I will try in the future. feel like this is looking a little too warm, you know? It's looking a little too summery. Like, so I'm gonna just throw a little bit of snow here and there. Give it kind of that, like, early spring feel. Kind of give it that Skyrim look, you know, where even when it's warm, it still looks very, very cold. Hello, Zamboni. It's going alright. I'm not dying like I was last time we spoke. Throw a little bit of, like, a little bit of grass here and there. But it's like mostly dead looking grass. This is the same sickness. This is the same sickness I've had for the past week. It's the same one. It has not gone anywhere. It has not evolved. It's the same one. Richard on YouTube said to add some rain clouds or a butterfly. I could. Yeah, I'll consider it. But I gotta... Oh, you're saying for future reference, I should stop getting sick. It's not like I have a choice in the matter. It's just the sickness comes upon me. And it's not like I can't be around the children that keep getting me sick, because, you know, I see them at church twice a week, and sometimes I have to babysit in between the week. Just don't get sick easy. Right? Yeah, just don't get sick. Just springing up some ideas, Richard. I think I'll add... some more dead grass. Like under the cabin and some other parts. I haven't seen any of the X-Men show. Well, I've seen other people watch it. I have not, like, specifically tuned in. Yeah, there's, I forget where it's streaming, but, you remember, like, the 90s X-Men cartoon? They did a continuation of that called X-Men 97. No, it's not live action. Just gonna get some variation in our dirt colors here, because it was very one note, and we don't do that here. We harmonize. I don't harmonize, but our colors harmonize. Oh, 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 oh. There, now the dirt has some life. Okay. I'm gonna blow dry this, and then I'm gonna do the cabin once again. They showed 90s Spider-Man. I don't remember much about the 90s Spider-Man besides that scene where, like, Mary Jane, like, was a ghost or dead or something, and he's just gutturally screaming. That's what I remember. Yeah, no! Yeah, that scene. That's all That's it. That's it. That's all I know. Oh, wait, no. Besides that, like, Mary Jane clone that, like, threw herself off a roof, and then he was like, why'd you do that, Mary Jane? She's like, now I know you really love me. Like... Girl, what's with these mind games? What are you doing? I might have to check it out. Because it just seems like a wild good time. Like, Spectacular Spider-Man was my favorite animated, was it my favorite? It was one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite animated Marvel cartoons. But I'll have to check out the 90s one. Like, watch it from Jump, because... absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, I'm gonna put these side by side, just so I know. This one's like leaning, but since the first one is leaning, I'm gonna have to make them all leaning. Or maybe they got their roof fixed, I don't know. I should watch it just because a guy shows up that I like. He won't tell me who. Like, is in, like, the character, or he's one of my husbandos? Like, what are we talking about? I think Blade was in a couple episodes, right? Blade is not one of my husbandos, everybody, but the first and second Blade left a strong impression on me as a child. At recess, we would play humans and vampires. It was like tag, but with it was like tag, but you had to fake bite someone to pass on the vampirism. Tag with bites, but yes. But you weren't actually supposed to bite other people. But you had to, like, get close enough to them where you could have bit them. It's just the more I talk about it, the more it's just sounding real weird. Yeah. I like the interconnected world stuff because there's so many people. There's so many people in the Marvel Universe. We didn't actually bite each other, Richard. It was just... You had to be close enough to have bit them. Which is... But you couldn't just, like, tag someone. You had to, like... You know... Anyway. Yeah, the interconnected Marvel stuff was... Because, you know, there's so many things existing in Marvel. And so, I like how the 90s cartoons would... have episodes where it's like, oh, hey, you know how... These people... You know... It's just, you know, bringing all the people together because they all exist in the same world. Yeah. Yeah, like how they never, like, overpowered other people. Well, not, like, overpowered, but, you know, like, overshadowed. It was always a good time with everybody. My favorite Marvel character? That's a good question. That's a good question. My favorite Marvel character. I don't know, because I always read more DC comics than I did Marvel, but I always watched more Marvel things than I did DC growing up. My favorite Marvel character. Like when I was an angsty teen, I read a lot of Deadpool comics, so if I'm going by like comics that I've read about people, Deadpool's like the only one that I was like ever consistent with, but Deadpool's not my favorite. I really like Captain America. Like the whole Civil War in the comic books was happening like right when I was like starting to like have an interest in comics, and I will forever be Team Captain America. I know in the movies they made it so much easier to be Team Iron Man, but I might have to say Cap, because he's such like a pure-hearted person and always like wants to like do the right thing. I don't know, he's a slice of apple pie wrapped up in a righteous fist, you know? I mean, I was Team Cap in the movies. Other people thought Cap was kind of harsh for, you know, beating the crap out of Iron Man and stuff, but I thought it was easy to be on his side because, yeah, the entire scenarios were completely different, but even they were so different because in the comics it was like, you know, like amateur heroes that kept like that like messed up and like caused like the big hubbubaloo, but it was the regular Avengers that, you know, were screwing up and getting people killed. So the scenarios were very different, but I was still Team Cap because I don't trust the government, man. I don't trust the government. I don't trust multi-governments coming together to make a decision. And so, yeah, having like basically the UN decide where they were gonna go and who they're gonna help, that just felt icky to me. I know they're like superpowered people and they could, you know, if they band together they could just destroy the world and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust the world governments to make the best decisions. When it comes down to it, individual people are gonna do what's best for individual people, and so I was like, yeah, no, Team Cap. I don't remember who they were, but it was like, not only were they like a new team of heroes, but they were filming a reality TV show while they would try to stop crime. And they were fighting a dude that had explosive powers. And, yeah, a lot of people died. A lot of people died. And it wasn't just like, in the comics, it wasn't just like, oh, you could just, you know, like retire or whatever. It's like you have to register, and when you register, you have to hunt down your friends that you've been fighting with. Which is part of the reason why I don't like Miss Marvel. Because, she was so gung-ho about, like, hunting down other people and other heroes that were, like, some people were just, like, trying to, like, leave the country. Like, there was one, hero that was, like, trying to, like, flee to Canada, and Miss Marvel tracked her down, snatched her out of her car, and, like, took her back, and just, like, left her daughter there. And so, I don't know. Miss Marvel has just felt icky to me ever since then. And so whenever there's like a Miss Marvel movie or something, I'm just like, I don't like you. Also, she made a big deal about, I think it was like, who was it? Doctor Doom called her fat in a comic book one time. And she was real pissy about that. And I was just like, okay, if you're not fat, then just let it go. And also, he murders people? You know? Why do you care what a murderer says about your weight? I don't know. I just don't like Miss Marvel. Yeah, it was a lot more nuanced in the comics than Boney. And then you had people like Wolverine that was like, you know, I had friends that people once wanted to put in a list. And then, you know, I never saw them again. Because they were taken to the camps in Nazi Germany. And so you have people that have like lived through like the horrors of the fear and the speculation and the, you know, it was a lot more nuanced. You loved the Miss Marvel TV show, Richard? I'm not surprised because we often disagree about television. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I'm not a fan of Carol Danvers, and so when I see other iterations of Miss Marvel, I'm just like, I don't care. Putting little bits of snow Gotta make this a little bit longer because it's longer in the first one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it trying to salvage the MCU. When I was at Comic-Con, my sister was sitting next to a guy that's like on the advisory board, because I had a booth, my sister had a booth, and then there was like a guy in a booth near us, and so she was talking to him for a bit, and he's like on the advisory board for Disney. He's like, I don't know why they have me on there, because they never listen to anything I say, but they really should, because all their ideas are terrible. He like works in the comics industry, and he's always like, the fans are not gonna like this, the fans aren't gonna like that, and they're just like, oh, whatever, money, and then things bomb. I do love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I think it's fine if he rests, you know? Goes on and does other things. Okay, we got spring and winter. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Well, apparently the Deadpool movie is supposed to be doing things that's gonna reset the universe, because I don't know if you guys saw the Loki show, but the Loki show dealt a lot with the multiverse and stuff, and with the one who remains, you know, Jonathan Majors, may his career rest in peace. Poor guy. Poor guy. But yeah, Deadpool is supposed to reset. They should have, Richard says they should have ended after Endgame. Probably, yeah. But yeah, Deadpool's supposed to reset and bring in the X-Men and some other stuff, but we shall see. We shall see if it's worth watching, because I honestly don't know at this point. Kang the Conqueror. That is a pretty shade, but not the shade I need for summer. Yeah, if you followed the trial, man, if you followed the trial, the mistake that the man did was dating that woman. Richard on YouTube says that he still has yet to watch Madam Web. I don't think you have to or should. It's not tied to the MCU at all. Yeah, it was like a Depp and Amber Heard situation. I didn't watch Madam Web, I just watched some YouTube channels I trust do in-depth movie reviews about it, and I was like, okay, I don't need to see this movie. They totally dropped the ball. They did. I don't know how studio execs, they just don't know what they're doing. They have all the money and all the power and none of the sense. Alright, see you later. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a good time. Gonna be honest, guys, I don't think I'll have time to paint all 4 seasons of this. I didn't watch the Marvels. The only movies I've seen after Endgame are the Spider-Verse. The seasons are running out of time. I saw the Spider-Verse. I saw Doctor Strange. That might be the only 2 Marvel movies I've seen after Endgame. Are those the only 2? Because I didn't see the Thor one. I didn't see the Marvels. I didn't even see Eternals. No, I saw Spider-Man. I saw the Spider-Man. I didn't see the second Black Panther. I started watching Black Widow, but I fell asleep because I was at home. I did watch the Moon Knight show. I liked Moon Knight. You didn't watch the Spider-Verse sequel? Richard, how could you not have seen the Spider-Verse sequel? Honestly, I think I might skip summer and go straight to fall. Sad. Oh, you know what's really good that recently came to streaming? I saw it in theaters when it came out, but Godzilla Minus One. That's really good, and it's currently available to stream. So if you have not seen that, I recommend that. Godzilla Minus One is a really good Godzilla film. The human characters that are involved, their emotions and their motivations, they don't fall flat like in the American Godzilla films. And you're not wishing to just fast forward through the parts with them like in the American Godzilla films. So, I don't like this color. I'm gonna start over. Or paint over it, rather. So, Godzilla Minus One, that has my movie recommendation. It's really good. I didn't even know it was available until I had fell asleep on... I fell asleep on the couch Sunday night, and then I woke up. It was like 4 a.m. and my mom was watching it. What color am I thinking about? This might be too yellow. This might be too much of a restart. I'm not panicking, you're panicking. What are you talking about? Okay. New canvas, guys. New canvas. Woo. Whoop whoop. New canvas. You're at -1, it's really good. Really, really good. I think this is a better start than what I had before. And even though it's the summer, these mountains probably would still have some snow on them. Because it's elevation and whatnot, you know? Wait, no, I'm not doing summer now, I'm doing fall. What am I talking about? We skipped summer. Evergreens in the background, and then in the foreground I'll have some not evergreens. Okay. I'm gonna make some evergreens and then some, because these are evergreens like directly behind, but I'm gonna put some other trees that some other colors. And put some yellows in there. Just a little bit. I don't want it to overpower because it is like mostly main blah 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 blah. Mostly evergreens. I'm throwing down some yellows and oranges in the dirt. Okay. Now I just need to blow dry this. And I do want to say thank you to everybody that has been watching today. I appreciate you taking time out of your life to watch me paint and talk to me about movies and television. I appreciate your time. And I said this at the top of the hour, but, well, not the hour of the stream. I am having a sale because June is my birthday month. I'll be 29 this year, so if you guys want to pick up any prints from me, you can get it 29% off. Just type in Happy 29 at checkout. Okay, so painting the cabin for the third and final time for today, because like I said, I don't have time for summer. trying to match the color of the wood a little bit better between the cabins, because this is pretty dark compared to the spring one. Probably because this one is more wet than the spring when I worked on the spring one. I think they're all pretty similar. I think these two are more similar than the third one. There's just something about the cabin that just seems a little bit different. Maybe it's the roof. I think it is the shaping of the roof. Yeah, it's the roof and how I went about it from there. Okay, so it's just like a structural thing that's bothering me. We'll do some patches of grass. Alright. I still don't like how different the wood looks from this one to that one, but, you know, I'm gonna let it be. Probably let it dry and then change the color. But there we go. There's our 3 paintings for today. want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like I said before, you can get this whole month you can get prints. Sorry. You can get prints at a discounted price. You get 20% off all print orders on my website, tinastextportraits.com. I want to say thank you to everybody again for watching and hanging with me as I painted, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little experiment and had fun chatting with me. So I will catch you guys again on Tuesday. Goodbye.